Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is sanctity with Prince Adino. And today we'll be discussing on a topic that has for some time bothered me now. Of course, it has to do with teenagers. We're discussing on the topic dating. Why teenagers should not date. You know, many a times we are always carried away with very nice stories that we do not really know the background of how maybe our parents met in high school, in secondary school, while we were teenagers. We go on social media, we find stories of how couples that have lasted for years, of how they met while they were teenagers and all of that, and we tend to be carried away by all of that. But someone said, or there's a saying that goes, that not everybody that enters into the lion's den gets eaten, but at the same time doesn't make it wise. You get that everybody has tried it, or that some people have tried it and it's working for them. It's not enough reason for you to do that. Okay. First of all, what is dating? For me, I feel dating is getting to know someone better. Is getting to know this person well. And in most cases, getting to know someone that you intend to be in a romantic relationship with. But unfortunately, in our generation, and then now that we find ourselves, dating has become an avenue for direct romantic relationship. It has become an avenue for sexual adventures, for sexual desires, and all that. Because teenagers are people that, because they are still growing up, because they are still trying to discover themselves, they tend to be carried away with, they tend to fantasize about love and all of that because of the kind of films that we're exposed to, the kind of environment that we're exposed to, the kind of videos that we see online, those hashtag couple goals and all of that. We are always carried away by them, not tend to. We are always carried away by them. So I'll just be sharing my own view on why you shouldn't date in the first place as a teenager. First and foremost, you being a teenager, you are between the age of 13 and 19. You all know that. Between the age of 13 and 19. And in this age bracket, there's a lot going on with us. We are staying with our parents. We are thinking of school. We are thinking of career. We are thinking of the future, basically. And then you cannot be thinking of school. And unfortunately, most people that are involved in this relationship are secondary school students. And you cannot be in a secondary school and you are thinking, or you'll be in a relationship. It will tell badly on your academics. It will tell very badly, no matter how sound you are academically. It will tell badly on it. You cannot be thinking of how to call a young man that is still staying with his parents. You cannot be thinking of what to give your boyfriend or your girlfriend, maybe on her birthday, and then you have exam the next week. One will definitely suffer. And I would advise that you let that relationship suffer. In the first place, don't be in the relationship. Because when you want to analyze why you are in that relationship, you find out that it doesn't really make sense. You're in a relationship because you saw a boy and a girl kiss in a movie. You're in a relationship because all your friends are in a relationship. That is where peer pressure now comes in. You are in a relationship because it sounds good. Because it sounds good to have a girlfriend. It sounds good to have a boyfriend. It doesn't really make sense that you are in a relationship because of that. If you think about it well, it doesn't make sense. You get? So your being in a relationship should be that it is heading somewhere. You're being in a relationship, you have concluded within yourself that you are ready, and no matter what happens, it will not affect any other any other, what's the English now? It will not affect any other aspect of your life. It will not affect your academics. It will not affect your relationship with God, which is more important. It won't affect your relationship with God, which is more important. You should be up to the age. Should be up to the age where you can decide for yourself, where you can fend for yourself, so that you don't rely on your partner, seeing that you are not married yet. You should not be in a relationship because you want the other person to fend for you. It's not wise. You should, when you should be thinking of a relationship, it will be when you are your own, when you are on your own, especially for the guys. When you are on your own, you are done with high school. You are done with high school. You are thinking of settling down. That is the only time it makes sense in the first place to be in a relationship. That is the only time it makes sense to be in a relationship. And then you're being in a relationship, you now know that it is definitely going to end in marriage. Don't be in a relationship to try out new things, to try out different soups, like we say. Don't be in that. Don't have that idea. Don't be in that school of thought. You're being in a relationship. You should know that it is ending in marriage. It is something you want to do with somebody that you are ready to spend your lifetime or the rest of your life with. Basically, what I'm saying in the whole English I've spoken so far is this. As teenagers, you are faced with so many other things. You are faced with your career. You are faced with school. You are faced with staying with your parents. Because that alone is not easy. I can tell you that, maybe from experience and from what I've heard. You get, it's not easy. That alone is a topic on its own. Staying with your parents as teenagers. You get. So you're being in a relationship should be this relationship is heading somewhere. Is heading to marriage. Relationship, that is where courtship now comes in. But dating is getting to know this person well, to know if this person is qualified enough to now court this person, then for it to now end in marriage. You get? That is the whole idea of dating. But because of the times we find ourselves, we tend to exaggerate, and then it is leading to so many other things. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is, as teenagers, we are faced with so many other things. So it's only wise that we face what is, we face in our scale of preference, we face what is the topmost, which is our academic, which is your relationship with God, and some other things that you know that you can relate with on a personal note. But something that is most general, your academics and your relationship with God. You must put this first in consideration before thinking in the first place of a relationship or dating or courting. You get? In a nutshell, I've said that before, but in a nutshell, I'm just trying to say, as a teenager, you are faced with your academics and your career. So do not ruin your you do not ruin your relationship with God, or do not ruin your career, or do not ruin your academics in the name of being in a relationship with somebody that cannot fend for you, or with an opposite sex. Okay, in case you're new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. I would like to know your opinion. I would like to hear your own story. I'd like to know my viewers. I'd like to know what you think of the video. I'd like to know what you think of the video. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. Thank you.